All right, guys, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There it goes. And now I think we're live here. Um, I was sitting here talking to myself for a little bit, and I was gonna say we were late, but we're actually early today. So we're doing the stream a little bit earlier today. I want to do some stuff. Sometimes these go a little bit longer than expected, and I can't do the stuff I want to do afterwards. What I'm gonna do here, guys, is let me go ahead and share this on some social media bits. Get some more peeps in here, and we'll go ahead and get started. While we're waiting, how's everyone's weekend going? All right, so just going and sharing all this everywhere. Just give me a few minutes. What's up? Good Sunday evening. Like I said, there, dude. Let's see here. All right, guys, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I didn't do anything this weekend. I've been kind of on the go last few weekends. Weekend before last, I went to California, and then after that, I went to. I had my son last weekend, and that was kind of crazy because we got his dirt bike and stuff, and so we actually crashed. I think I told you guys we crashed on the dirt bike, and that was definitely uh, different, exciting. I had my son last weekend and just kind of been going nonstop. So I kind of took yesterday to, and then I've been making some stupid mistakes on my trading though over the last week. So I know I needed a little bit of time away. And the funny thing was, is like I said, I wasn't going to do anything trading related at all. I wasn't going to look at any charts or anything, but I only made it to about 5 p.m. or so, and I pulled up my Thinkorswim and started making some watch lists and looking at a couple things. I really didn't make it that long. But welcome, guys. If you guys could all put CSP, I know strike T 13 planet earnings. Yeah, we could take a look at that here in a second. But for you guys that are here, if you guys would take a minute to share the stream on Twitter, share it with your friends, family, your girlfriends, dog, whoever you want to do it with. I would definitely appreciate it so we could get a good discussion. We had a good discussion last week. There was quite a few people last week. I know this week may be a little bit different because we're doing it earlier. Maybe some people a little unexpected. Let me take a drink real quick. All right. Awesome, Gene. I don't know if you're in here, Gene, but I see your thing in Discord. So awesome. So let me see here. You like my hat? Yeah, these are for sale on the website. Honestly, these are samples. And the logo I think is supposed to be. I don't know if you guys want to see. I think I want the logo a little bit lower, like down here in the corner. Right now, if you look at it, it's kind of like right in the middle on the side, and I think I want it to be a little bit lower right here. But yeah, the stuff for the merch will be up shortly, guys. So if you guys want to buy the merch stuff, absolutely. But yeah. Um, yeah, as far as announcements and stuff, getting one, awesome, dude. Yeah, if you could send me pictures of you wearing the merch stuff, dude. Oh, dude, that'll really make my. Honestly, I might cry about it. To be honest, it'll be cool to see people rocking the stuff from the room. Um, what? Oh, for the announcements and stuff for this week, guys. There's not really anything too much. Just want to tell you guys that the free trial for the month of August, I think we're gonna cut it short. So I had said that we're gonna do it for the whole month of August, but honestly, you guys, like it's attracted a lot of riffraff and like just cheap ass people that, and I'm not saying like the people that did just sign up and that are still here and learning and putting in their work and everything like that, but there's people that like came in, took a look in the room, and then said, oh, there's no alerts, and then just dipped out. Like, and I mean, I'm glad that they, left sooner than later, but it just, it's a bad experience, dude. It's a bad experience that where on my end, and then also for you as a trader, like, don't waste my fucking time, dude. Like, it just, I'm here to teach people that are willing to put in work and to, actually put in effort. And we, like, anytime, honestly, this was a whole test. The whole free trial thing was just a test because I get asked so much about a free trial, and I used to always say no, and then I said, okay, let's go ahead and try it for the month of August. It was the brand new month. Let's see what happens. And the thing is no one values anything that's free. Like, it's almost like, have you guys seen that picture, that meme where like someone puts a couch on the curb, and they put free, right? They put free, and then no one goes and takes it. But then they put $20 on the couch, and then someone goes and steals it. It's the same thing. Like, once there's some type of value in it, and they see the value in it, then they want to take it seriously and stuff like that. So that's probably going to be cut short at the end of this week. So for you guys that want to get in for the free trial for the rest of the month, definitely take advantage. And then it's only $50 a month after that, for after the free trial. But I'm not doing this stupid free trial thing anymore. If you're serious and you want to learn and you want to put in work, then you got to have some skin in the game as well. I'm not going to let you in, give you all my tips and tricks, and then you just fucking quit on me. That's stupid, dude. So anyways, there's just that announcement, guys. The whole merch thing, like, I'll try to, I think it wasn't working correctly, but I'll get the merch stuff up. And then China to discontinue Apple. What do you mean China to discontinue Apple? Yeah, thank you for all the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Um, let's look at some charts and stuff, right? So the futures just open here at they open at 4 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock market or Eastern time. And if you take a look so far right here, this is where we opened at, and we kind of bear flagged twice so far, stair stepping down, which is very, very surprising. I'm sure you guys saw the news yesterday where Trump signed an executive order like for the payroll taxes, and then also extending unemployment benefits as well, the additional money for unemployment. I thought we were for sure, we're going to open and just take off when this opened, and it didn't. So it didn't do it. Now overall, if we're looking at like the SPY as compared to like the futures, we're getting back up here to the highs, guys, and I want to say that we're gonna get like a rug pull and come back down again, but it's really hard to say that with everything that's going on, like the all the Fed buying and everything. So this chart just looks stupid. So I mean, people are talking about, oh, we won't have a V-shaped recovery, dude. We're already made a V-shaped recovery here, and we're almost at all-time highs here again on the SPY. We're at 334.57, and I think the high over here was 339. So I mean, we're right off of that. So I'm feeling pretty bullish on the week, but I mean, like I said, we could have a hard time getting above these levels. I thought that, like I said, this news I thought was going to be really bullish, but we kind of going down, and I mean, we could have a whole different story when we wake up in the morning, but not what I was expecting. So that's why we do what we do, and we stay objective and money biased, so then we could be on the right side of the trade. What's up, dude? What's up? All right, so that's a SPY, and like the futures here. Well, I think we come down, dude. Like I think that we may get a little bit of a rug pull in for it to come down, but I also see the case for the bears for this to continue just off of the strength that we have. Even if you go and you look at the Qs, so the Qs measure the Nasdaq and the tech big tech stock names, and we're consistently making new highs here on the Q. So think we get a push up here towards the beginning of the week at least. Did anyone get any really good moves like on Friday from like everything coming down? There's some pretty nice fades on Friday. Oops. I'm like hot, dude, like sweating and the AC's on. And so here's Apple. So Apple was like Apple was up here towards so in these highs at 457, and then we faded pretty hard the rest of the day on Friday. So as far as tickers and stuff for this week, one of the ones that I'm actually really interested in is Tesla, since we had a really good drop on Friday. So we're back at this resistance here towards this like 1420-ish area. I don't know if you could take a look here. Let's try this one. So like 14, 17, 15, 20-ish area. So 1400 is definitely going to be your line of demarcation here, like where if we break 1400 and we have a pretty nice drop further than that, that's what I'm trying to look for it to happen. And then we'll get down towards this 1350 or so. And then after that, we have pretty nice gap down here all the way back down to 1100, 1000. So that would be awesome if we could continue to press down on Tesla during this week. You made money on puts for Zoom? Yeah, dude, Zoom was really nice. Disney made 139. Yeah, Disney was actually really surprising. We were talking about like what does Disney have right now, like, you know, that they're making money on. I forgot all about Disney Plus. That hasn't been brought up in a while. Someone actually brought that up. But now we're in this gap area right here on Disney, bro, where, you know, we're back in this area right here, 130-ish area to Disney, and then we could get up to here to 135, even 140. So I like this here on Disney over the next week. So if that's what you're looking at, especially if the market stays strong. So I'm hoping it does, but we don't know. Made money on puts for Zoom. What's up? Yeah. Zoom, honestly, Zoom, dude, I haven't seen. Let me see. I actually was looking at this yesterday. What the hell's going on here? So Zoom is not the same animal that it used to be. It doesn't look like here, guys. So this was strong as hell, all the way from, you know, like this $15 area, whatever, or whatever this is, $60, and then it came up, right? Now we're in this like distribution pattern where everyone's taking profit up here towards this, 280 or so. We had talked about this a little bit, where it's starting to curl back up and make like these higher lows, right? So low, low, low. And if it holds around this 255-ish area to push back up to 265, then cool. We may start, you know, making, you know, trending back up here again. But so far here, overall, we are in this this profit-taking pattern where it's just going sideways and going backwards. So we have to get a little bit more trend for this to go ahead and break out and see what it's going to do. If you guys want me to go over tickers, put them in the chat and we'll go over tickers, guys. Would you guys like it better if I had a co-host with me so then I could talk shit? And I feel like it would be cool to have a co-host to do this every weekend. Netflix. Okay. Band. Is that a ticker name? BAND? Okay, so the other ones I was looking at here, I was looking at my list here real quick, guys. I was playing Square this week at the beginning of the week, and we had earnings. We had earnings here, and the earnings was kind of weird because it leaked on this day, and then I don't know. It's weird the way that this happened, and then now we're kind of just going sideways off of this 155. But we have to get a close over 150 in order for this to stay bullish, or else we're going to wind up breaking this 145 and coming back down to this 137-ish area here. So this is actually on watch here for the beginning of this week. So if we break this 145-ish area, right, you guys could see this where this is going to be support, and then we have this gap down to this level. If we start making if we get a close above 150, then we could build the case for this to break the 155 and continue to go further up. Oh, okay, cool. And Netflix. Dude, I'm liking Netflix, man. I'm liking Netflix. Last week we were talking shit on Netflix. I said that, it needs to get over a 500. I think they heard me talking crap. I said they had to close over 500 to build a bullish case here, and they did for like a couple days, and then the market sold off on Friday, so we got a nice little dip. Everything kind of faded on Friday, so we're kind of back here at the support area, right at this 490, 489. But I could see where this is making the trend now, where I could say like, okay, like this is going to be my trend line, something like this, right? So like so it should bounce off of this area and see if we could break that 500 again, and then 510 to continue going further up. So that's what I'm looking at, is it needs to go over 500, close over 500 again, and break 510 to stay bullish. If not, we start breaking this to the downside, we have some room to come back down here. Who would the co-host be? Anyone, dude. Honestly, I'm up for whoever wants to do it with me. You just gotta be almost as witty as I am. So, Nvidia, Apple. Yeah, Nvidia's been really nice. The semis have been really nice, dude. Like AMD. So AMD is still up here. Now, some profit taking in this area. It's on the T3 line and also the support that I have drawn, and I could see this, maybe going a little bit more sideways, more profit taking, but. I've said here that this is going to get to 100. Somehow it's going to get to 100 as long as the market could stay relatively the way that it is. It doesn't start, dying absolutely crazy. We should get to 100 here. So at some point, awesome. Oh, so that in saying that, so then I like Nvidia as well with AMD. So it's doing the same thing here sideways up here against this 460. And then if you look on the flow algo, guys, there's actually some pretty good flow on Nvidia up higher. So I like it. So I like it here as well, to bounce off of the T3 and for it to stay up, as long as, like I said, the market could stay up too. BYND is a good one. A good call out there, dude. Oh, hey, what's up? We got Miss Cooley in the house. The dude, Peloton looks freaking sick, dude. Have you guys pulled up that chart? Bro, come on, dude. Come on. I actually think, what were you saying in 2 weeks, Denise, is going to happen? I'm trying to pull up my flow algo. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I had heard some flow this week for Peloton, but I don't remember which way that it was. One thing that sucks about this is how slow it loads. Like, here it is. So there's 72 calls right here, 64, 65. These are kind of like towards the beginning of last week though. So actually this is $90. So someone put $90, so I rolled it over $80. Dude, like I had, if you guys go look through my Twitter, and you guys can control F my Twitter, I've been saying Peloton's gonna get to 100, guys. So that's, I think it's definitely gonna get there. I don't. Did they already report earnings? I don't remember when they report earnings. And then, the Nvidia that we were talking about, guys. You can see in here all the calls for Nvidia here. So 410, 440, 440, and these are actually on Friday, so which are really nice. So I really like oh, yeah, that'll be awesome, Denise. If you want to do it with me, yeah, that'll be awesome if you want to come on with me. Banks in general. Actually, you know what? So I was building, trying a new kind of like way of keeping things a little bit more organized. So I had my general like watch list here on the side, and then now my watch list I divided them by sector. So like right now I have like, so like restaurants, right? So if you look at restaurants in here, the way that they are, this will help like with coronavirus type stuff too. So like as stuff starts opening, I could keep track of where it's at. Also like, and then I'm gonna go through tonight and start making to where there's alerts that'll tell me like it'll alert me too, so then I don't have to keep an eye on it. And then I also did like financials. So these are all the banks, right? So Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, Visa, what is it? Baribia, Paribas, or whatever. Wells Fargo, PayPal, MasterCard, Square, American Express, and Shopify. Yeah, Shopify. So e-commerce and just financial overall, I put it right here. And if you look, these leaders here like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, I really like them, guys. I really do like them, especially Bank of America with, old Daddy Buffett over here is unloading. Well, not unloading, but he's definitely buying. Like all this week, he was buying up Bank of America. So, I really like it in the long term. So, you know how he plays. I think it's still, relatively good value for you to buy Bank of America down here towards this area. And then $30 is not out of the question where all this volume has been done in the past. And then see if we can make a move further up. So, but I do like the banking sector, the financial sector, to answer your question. So, especially Bank of America, JP Morgan was doing well. The only thing is, I don't know if they're fluffing the numbers from like the mortgage, like who's paying what and stuff for the mortgages and stuff. And then now with Trump extending eviction and foreclosure stuff and everything, like how that's going to work with them. So I don't know how that's going to work. So, but I like these, this patterns here on the banks here, guys. I think they're still severely undervalued. They didn't quite recover like the tech stocks, like all the FANG stocks and stuff. They're still relatively cheap that you could get a good price on these for these to go up. So honestly, this is why I was doing this last night, is to see what sectors are actually really good right now and good buys, and which ones are kind of cooled off, and I could kind of distinguish where to look at and stuff now. So I think for a long-term portfolio, I'm actually going to buy into some financial stuff here. So that was a good question, dude. Yes, sir. I don't know if you're actually asking like in the short term, like for day trading, or in the long term. But in the long term, I do like it. And then in day trading, bro, like I don't really like day trading these small tickers. They just, I trade options. And so by the time they make a move, dude, it just doesn't make sense. I have to load up too much size and it's too much exposure for me to make money. So, but in the long term, I do like them. So all the Goldman Sachs, JPM, Bank of America. Cool. Cool. Did we go over BYND? All right, cool. So this one here, BYND, this thing is kind of erratic, man. Like, if I feel like they just put out news that they're doing their plant patties all over the world, and it's not even fucking real, dude. Like, honestly, I think we get back down here towards this 120, and even lower than that on BYND. So, yeah, dude, I think that we come back down to like this 120-ish area here on BYND. Right now, this. I think we come back, dude. We'll see. It's holding pretty good support over the last few days here at this 130-ish area, but I wanted to come back down to 120. It would be nice. Yeah. This one's a tough one to trade, dudes, because sometimes it does take off, kind of crazy, and then some days it just dumps, and then some days it just grinds like, absolutely crazy. But another one I wanted to talk about, guys, is there was more like sanctions and stuff that were talked about, like through the China stuff, things like that. So here on Baba, so during this week we got back up here to 265. We came down. I think we're gonna break this support, guys, and come a little bit lower, at least down to these lows, so 244 or so. I'm looking for this to sell off a little bit more here on Baba. And if you guys have traded this, whenever it tries to go up, it just does not like to go further up. Like, it's horrible to trade. So I'm hoping we get a nice flush down. Maybe we get some more buyers down in this area, this 240 area, right? And then test 250, see if we could keep going up. So keeping that on watch. I forgot what the news was. Let me see what. I was looking at it earlier though. Yeah, so it's just the whole stuff where Trump is battling with China and stuff. Is anyone keeping track of Microsoft right now, like with the whole TikTok thing and all that? But that's definitely, I don't like playing Microsoft too much. There's a couple people in my room that's like all they play. That's their, what they like doing. And we put in a nice freaking flag over this last week right here on Microsoft. So now that Trump has signed that other order saying that they're going to be banned in 45 days if they don't find a buyer, lights a fire, and it gives them incentive to take over it, quicker. So I think that would be really nice if we could hold around in this area, this 210-ish area here, on this big ass flag that we have, for it to continue going up on the TikTok news. That's pretty cool too. Yeah, so I saw that too. That Twitter was, putting their hand in the game, which thinking, critically thinking on it, right? So Twitter trying to do that. Honestly, Twitter is the one that stands to benefit a lot from it. They're kind of behind on as far as the whole social media platform stuff. The way that their stuff goes is not very video or picture based, and everything is gonna go video based, guys. Everything within the next 2 years will be video based. It's just a lot easier. Everyone's lazy. No one wants to fucking read. So they're behind the curve on that because everything is more written out on their platform. But what I was reading was that I don't know how true it is that they don't actually have the money to buy it, and which makes sense, dude. I don't think Microsoft. I don't think they could go up against Microsoft and bid for it. So I don't. I think they're just trying to ruffle some feathers, maybe pump their own stock on that, but I don't think it's necessarily going to materialize. Um, yeah, dude. So DG, what's DG, bro? If you guys are giving me tickers, guys, I'd appreciate if you give me your thesis on what you're looking at, your entry price, your target, your stop, and then I'll go over it and analyze with you. So, yeah, it is kind of what it is for Dollar Tree, dude. Like, it's not. The thing that sucks about it is that we got 200 right above right here. It's going to be hard for it to break 200. They haven't reported earnings yet, have they? No, so they haven't reported earnings yet, which um, I don't know. I would estimate and they guess, dude, that they're not going to beat earnings. I mean, they were shut down for what was it, 2 months? So in the long term, I think we come back down. But absolutely, for us to come up to 200, at least give a little spank on the ass to 200 and say kiss you, see you later. I think we could definitely do that, but overall, we'll come back further down. Alex, what up, bro? Oh shit. There was one other one that I wanted to go over. I forgot. Oh, just Amazon, guys. So Amazon was a really nice fade on Friday, but you could see that I had already had my lines drawn here for this ascending triangle at this top, and I think we even talked about this on the STOCKcast last week, where I wanted it to come back on the come back and pull back here to hold it, and then make another run up here towards the 3250. So if the market permits here and stays pretty strong, that'd be awesome if we could get up to these highs again and push up here on Amazon again. Dollar General. What's your setup on Dollar General? Like, how would you play that? I'm curious what you're seeing there because I don't see too much. Love Southwest. Honestly, guys, the whole Boeing Southwest thing. I have a DNT on Boeing, so I kind of just stay away from it because of the way it trades. But we had a nice recovery. So we talked about where we had this, this triangle down, right, and then we had this dip, and then it ran up, and it's following along almost perfect. So we have this, lower highs, this dip right here, and it's running back up here towards this 180 area. So see if we could get up to 200. But I would love to see. I would love to get some leaps on this over the long term, and see it make a nice recovery. So I'm scared to do it though because I just don't have the experience in doing it. But I think I'm right. Bad ex-girlfriend. Yeah, I don't like the way it trades. Yeah, I keep using. I use Flow Algo, bro. I actually had it right here. I actually just went over some plays right now with some peeps right here on Nvidia and some other stuff. So I really like Flow Algo. I always have it, bro. One that it came up with was Chewy. I really like Chewy. We were talking about it breaking up. I think on the STOCKcast last week, breaking above these highs, right? And we did. So we broke above those highs, and we had a nice little run up here on Chewy. So and then now if it holds around in this area, right? So the 55, 54ish area, we could see a nice little run up again. How long of a leap would I get? See, that's what I'm worried about, dude. Is that I've never done it before. But I would say 2022, dude. Like, I mean, we're already in August of this year, so. Middle of next year, dude, like a whole year out, or 2022 January, bro, would be awesome, I think. So bookmark it and then come back and tell me what happens, and I'll bet you a nickel. We'll see what happens then. Awesome. Um, I think that's it, guys. As far as the tickers, is there? Oh, we're looking at airlines. So I said Boeing, and then also so you guys are looking at. There was some good flow on airlines again here this last week, and this looks pretty primed right here, guys. Look at all this compression that's going on in the TTM. We're starting to go ahead and break above right here, so we may get another little run up here on the airlines. Oops. So see that how starting to get up here. I really like that. And then Southwest, dude, they're pretty awesome, bro. Like I flew Southwest to California 2 weeks ago, and I really like flying with them, bro. Yeah, same thing here. So you see all this compression going in. They're trying to cross up. So that would be nice to watch here this as well. How many members are in my group? There's like 120, I think. A little over 120 is, I think, what it is. Not all of them are active though. Some of them like just take advantage of like some of them take advantage of like the pricing, and then like there's one guy that's actually in the Navy, and he's out in a ship somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but he knows that he's going to be getting out soon, so he wanted to be able to take advantage of the pricing, and get in while it's cheap. So he's not really like active. And there's other people too that like are in school and have other things going on. So I would say like overall like 100 active, and then 120, a little bit over 120 overall altogether. The perks in my room are pretty, dude. Like I don't think there's another room like, and there's guys that are in my chat that are in here in the watching this right now. They'll let you know, dude. I take your honestly, you get what you put into it. If you put your all into it, and you put the effort, and you're asking questions and everything, I never let a question go unanswered. And if I do, it's an absolute accident. And if you tell me again, I'll definitely get to you. I make myself available almost 24/7. Like I tell my guys I could be balls deep in Beyonce, and you guys send me a DM, I will get back to you very, very quickly. If you need a one-on-one, you need to do a Zoom meeting with me real quick. You're frustrated, or want to go over plays, we could do that. Just send me a DM. When we could set it up. But there's a lot of people that try to set things up, and they're like, oh, I want to set up the thing, and I'm like, okay, what time? And they're just like, well, I don't know, whenever. No, like, tell me a time, and I will make myself available at that time. I make sure that you are taken care of. I actually show strategies and the way to trade and the psychology of it. You get all my indicators. So all the indicators here that you see on my screen, you get all the indicators set that you see here on the screen, and then there's a library of over probably 500 other custom coded indicators. And then we have like a room Bible that it shows all the strategies and everything in it. And I've been kind of bad about this. I'm going to start doing members only type webinar things too, to do Q&A and just study sessions, just members only, to make sure everyone's well taken care of too. So lots of perks, dude, of being a member. I'm actually going to go in 2 weeks. There's a guy that's in my room that's in my mentorship. So he pays extra for the actual mentorship, and I'm gonna go sit and trade side by side with him for him being my mentee. So shit like that, bro. Like shit like that. Like no one tells me I have to fly across the country to go sit by your sit next to you to trade with you, dude. But if that's what it takes for me to help you out, bro, like I'll do it. RCL. So I actually have like where I made like a travel and leisure watch list here. So right here. And so these are the ones I have. So Trip, I put Boeing in there. I also have So the travel part of it, so like SPCE, UAL, DAL, Love, Expedia, RCL, CCL, Spirit Airlines, American Airlines, JetBlue, all that. So I have all this in here as a sector as well, so I could keep track of them. As far as the whole thing with the I pressed the wrong button. Um, as far as the whole thing with like the cruise lines guys, I think they're just dead in the water. To be honest, like they they're saying in November that they're going to be able to start cruising and stuff again, but I really don't think it's. I mean, who's going to go on a cruise in fucking November? Like, and I just don't. I just don't see it. Like, I don't see it until like maybe them making a comeback until probably spring of the next year, bro. So you're saying that they report earnings tomorrow? 52. The way I play earnings, to tell you, to be honest, so especially since I play more options more than anything, is I wait for the day after the earnings, and then you play the momentum and the volatility the day after. So who cares what it does? And if you hold through the earnings, you get IV crush, and you don't want to be stuck having IV crush and then during that time. So um, just let earnings happen, dude. If you're saying that it's tomorrow or what day? Hello, everyone. Yeah, tomorrow. Then on Tuesday, play the volatility and which direction it's you see it going. Then at that time, and usually you get some type of like mean reversion play. Like obviously they're probably going to go down, right? So it's going to be an overreaction to the downside. Then you could play that bounce to the upside on Tuesday. Yeah, honestly, Josh just found me on here, dude, on the StockCast, and he's like, "Hey, can I come join up and hang out?" And I was like, "Sure, dude." And glad you're finding value in it, bro. So I dude, I really lose sleep about you guys performing well, honestly. So a little synopsis and secret to um what is coming for my room. A lot of people ask for alerts. So a lot of people come into my room asking for alerts and want me to post intraday trade ideas, and it doesn't work that way, guys. Like you can't follow trades, but what I can do is what we're doing is we're developing indicators and labels here that will give you a high probability on a setup. So it'll tell you when, almost like an alert on a label here, when to get into trade for a certain setup. When the odds are in your favor, it'll actually indicate as the label for the types of setups that I actually play in my room. So like compression plays. Um, my guy calls it the gap down smackdown is what he calls it, the other play, and it'll actually tell you to what play to look for on the label. And so that's the closest thing as a real-time alert that you could get, is that, and then you could still be self-sufficient. You don't have to be reliant on me to tell you. It'll be on your own chart, and that'll be something that you get as a member of my room going forward, and it's being developed right now. So I wanted this was actually his idea, and watching these videos and seeing people get frustrated and rage quit in my room. This is our way of kind of bridging that gap of having alerts, me telling you when to buy and sell, because I won't do that, but I will give you indicators that can help you to see the probability and the setups that you play, and help you see it a little bit more clearly. And dude, it's really freaking awesome to see it come together. So I'm really excited for that. No one does that, dude. No one in any type of room gives any type of system like where you actually tells you where, like, when to buy and sell as indicators on your thing, and then you actually get the education and the thought process behind it to know to still be able to manage the trade effectively, if that makes sense. How long have I been trading? So 2014 I started trading. Said I've got, maybe I need to make an introduction video for YouTube and go over this now that I'm a little bit bigger. Kind of give my background. So but I've been trading since 2014. I worked at T-Mobile in a call center. And we got RSUs. We got restricted stock units every quarter as incentive. So everyone would sell their RSUs, and then you just have like a couple extra $100 or whatever whenever they would vest. But I was like, oh, like I'm just gonna go put these in other things and see if I can make money that way. And I started putting it into like Disney. I bought some GE. I bought some. I don't remember what else. And I just left it like that. And then I came back like in the next quarter and I looked at it, and I remember I only made like $10 like through the whole quarter. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. It takes way too damn slow. I'm never going to be rich like this. No Lambos, no bitches, no nothing, right? So I was really upset about it. So then I started researching. I started Googling into like around that time also, as well as like when Wolf of Wall Street came out, I think. And so I started looking into like penny stocks and how that works and day trading and stuff. And I started doing that. So then I joined a couple like Furu type rooms, where they're pumping tickers and they're selling into you and stuff like that. Blew up a couple accounts. So this TD account is actually blown up. If I were to take this off right here, you'll see that it's actually negative 200 and some dollars. So, and people have come into my stream and seen it like in the past. But I mean, I'm transparent about everything. I leave it there as a reminder of where I came from. The 200 and whatever dollars. So eventually TD will get that $200, but right now I use it as motivation still to show where I came from. But anyways, I blew up a couple accounts. I finally started getting a little bit more serious about my trading. I had broken up with my son's mother. We called it quits after like 4 or 5 years. I tried killing myself and went into try to blow my brains out with a gun. And the only reason it didn't happen was because I didn't chamber a bullet in the damn gun. And so when I pulled the trigger, it didn't go off, obviously. And so I'm still here. And dude, it never gets easier to saying that stuff, dude, man. Then so I was like, oh, all right, well, like I'm gonna go ahead and just start day trading. I'm gonna be rich within a couple months. Fuck this bitch, right? I'm just gonna do my thing and I'll show her, right? And so I started taking my trading really serious. Like I didn't go out or do anything for like a whole year. So I locked myself in my house, and all I did was read tape. All I did was read charts. I would actually like go to Investopedia and rewrite pages from Investopedia down like by hand, and then everything that I could, I would just super focused, like didn't do anything, like unhealthily didn't do anything. Like there was where I didn't shower for days, like because I would just be so into it, and things like that. So, and then I joined another room, and I hate giving other rooms credit now because I mean we're kind of competitors or whatever, but I'll always be transparent. So I joined the what's his name? Cameron Foose. So Cameron Foose, at that time it was the Foose 4 program, and actually I pirated it because I was so broke. I bought that shit on eBay for like $25, and some dude sent me like a Google Drive copy of it, and then I just bought like the membership to the room, which was really cheap, and learned like breakout patterns and flags and stuff from him, and traded that on the long side, and then the market kind of shifted and changed a little bit. This was like in 2016, and the whole election thing and stuff. And so then I joined the J Trader room. Who is absolutely awesome. That's my boy Jay right there, and learned how to short. So I learned how to short sell from Jay, and those types of strategies. And then got consistent at that time. When I was in his room, and started making quite a bit of money, and the market shifted again. From like when all the crypto stuff was really hot, and then all the next year all the pot stocks were really hot. The algo, or the algos that people were making for the market was a little bit different. And what they would do is that they would walk the price down into liquidity accumulate and then squeeze up and then squeeze out all those shorts, and it was freaking nasty. So what happened is that happened a couple times to me, and I took some pretty nice losses, and I, instead of fucking crying about it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take advantage of this because I know that they're gonna do it. Well, let's get some data and start doing this. So then once I started going long again and getting into those short squeezes, it's kind of messed up because everyone was short in the room, in the J Trader room, and I was squeezing them out, and I felt really bad because everyone was taking bad losses and I was actually winning really, really big. And so I kind of stepped away from that because of everything that was going on. And I joined a private room. So there was a private room from friends, started teaching them that strategy of what I was doing. And then last year my account got stolen because it was managed by someone. And I started all over from zero. I was homeless. And then at that time, my friends that I was helping in that private room, they were like, well, you should, open up your own room, and then you should open up your own room and start teaching your strategy like that. And obviously I didn't think I was ready, and I had no place, doing a room. And I can remember I announced it to everyone, like on Twitter. And when I say everyone, probably like 30 people. And and so there was a couple of people that were in the J Trader room that still, were, following me. And they're like, oh, you're starting your own room? Like, I'm in. And those were the people that, like, those were my first clients. Alberto. It was me, Alberto, Pedro, Brian, AMG, and that's it. I think there's, I remember going to stream, and there was like 4 of us, and I was streaming like if it was like 100 of us. And we just gone from there. So I made a couple different strategies, and then some other people have come along the way that's seen, my dedication and work ethic towards stuff that have helped me with like the coding and stuff with everything in the room, like the indicators. They helped me with coding, and he hates me calling him a mentor or whatever, but he definitely stays on my ass about stuff and keeps me on the straight path. And that's where I've gotten to today. So I started with a $2,000 account last year, and I'm on my way to 7 figures this year. So if I could get over this damn hump of this month, this last week I lost about 14,000. So it was a bad week this last week. That's my story, guys. So it's definitely I mean, my guys see everything. They see me when I'm upset. They see when I get mad at myself, and I hold myself accountable to mistakes I make. I'm hard on everyone, but I'm just as hard as myself. So I take it very, very seriously that if you want to be successful with me, I take it very seriously. And I'm not here just to take your membership fees every month. I really want you to succeed. I could very well just say pay me and then say fuck off after that. But I honestly, I'll put as much effort into you as you want to put effort into it. And there's people that come in and they come in, they trade, and they leave or whatever. Cool. Like if that's what you want to do. But if you, if you want to take control of your journey and your future in trading, I'll definitely be here. If you want to ask questions, I'll be here for you. There's guys that aren't even members in my Twitter DMs, like that are younger, or they have different type of like family situations going on, and they can't afford the membership. And cool, bro. See you, bro. Have a great rest of your day. My first name is actually Alex too, so we could be Alex twins, bro. What was I saying? Oh, so like, they can't afford the membership, for whatever reason. But if you come correct, dude, and you add value and you're respectful in the way that you ask questions, and you're not just asking for a handout, even if you're not a member, dude, I try to help out as much as I could, bro. Because I remember what that was like when I first started, where you have to pay for commission. So yeah, so back when I first started, you still had to pay commission. You had to pay for broker fees. You had to pay for fucking borrows. You have to pay for like the software of the stuff that you get. Dude, I know it's expensive. So especially if you're young, like So if you come correct and you actually add value and you're respectful in the way that you ask and you're not asking for a handout, then I'm gonna help you. But if you just say like, "Oh, is someone such and such a good buy?" Like my members have seen where people sign up, and I tell those people to go fuck off. Like, I don't need you in my room if that's how you're gonna be. I don't have the room to make money. I actually have the room because I want to impact people positively, and I'm not trying to make a profit off of the room because I could be. I just got told before this that my annual fee should be my monthly fee. So, but anyways, that's my rant, guys. We got way off topic there. If Body Armor is out there and you see this video, I would like to be endorsed by Body Armor and get affiliate for Body Armor because this shit is good. Like that's all I drink. I got Body Armor, this water. Like I love this alkaline water. It's really good. All right, guys. Any other questions? Not just like tickers and stuff like for the week, but if you have any technical analysis or anything that you're struggling in your trading or just like thought process and theory in trading, if you want to go over that, we could also do that. Let me know. Let me shut this blind here real quick. Sorry, guys. Oh, look. So Amazon has been in talks with the biggest U.S. mall owner to turn some Sears and J.C. Penney stores into fulfillment centers. People with the matter familiar said, honestly, like that's the way everything is gonna go. Do you guys follow Ty Lopez? I don't know if you guys follow Ty Lopez, but he just bought Pure One Imports. Um, But that's the way things are going to be, where everything is more like a warehouse, and then there's going to be like a small retail section more than anything. How much? Can you tell us how time decay works for 3 weeks call options? That's a good question, dude. There's a lot there. That's a pretty loaded question in the way that you're asking. Um, so if we come over here to our option chain, the way that you're going to look at this is give me an example of a ticker and a strike price that you're looking at, dude, and we'll do it actually in a real example. So then I'm not just guessing here. But if you guys, while I'm waiting for him to answer, so Ty Lopez bought Pure One Imports, and that's what he's betting on, is that retail stores are going to be more like warehouses with a small retail section if you have to go in and pick this stuff in. A lot like things are right now with coronavirus. So, and honestly, that's the most, if you're able to buy like these, so what'll happen, right, is say you're some type of retailer like Walmart or Amazon or whatever. What they'll have is like they'll subsidize these types of places all over the place, and they'll pay them as fulfillment centers, so then they could get things a lot more quickly. And that's the only way that things make a lot more sense. And as fast as everything is moving in the world, things are being shipped right now, but eventually everything is going to be turning to where you could get things in like an hour, or 30 minutes, or whatever it is. So now the race is on in retail to see who could deliver shit the fastest to you. So that would be the most economical way to do it. AMD 90 calls in September. So oh my, I got contacts, guys. I got eye exam finally. That was a shit show that I did yesterday. Kind of drying up right now. AMD September, what date? Like these, the monthlies? I don't see you answering, so I'm gonna go ahead and go over this here. Um, so this here, so this is September 18th. If you come into, I don't know if you use Thinkorswim or not, but you could come in and look at the Greeks here on Thinkorswim. So the theta is right here. The way that you look at the theta is, so for, yeah, so for every day, so for every day that you have the contracts open, you're gonna lose 8 cents. The way that it is right now. So that's the way that you want to look at the theta right here. So if you have one contract that is this expiration here by that day, every day it's going to lose 8 cents in value. As far as right now this is going to accelerate any, like if you're out the money, right? So like if you're at, what's the current price of AMD? So 84. So say AMD goes back to like 79 or 75 or something, then this theta is probably going to get a little bit bigger right here, and then the fade's going to go a little bit faster. But yes, ultimately, like if you're swinging options, your goal is to take profit as quickly as possible. Your goal is not necessarily for you to like hold and this is purely talking to when you're trading them, right? Not actually wanting to exercise them and what have you. So your goal is for you to get in the money as quickly as possible, and then for you to take profit. So if it gets, and then if you start looking at like, okay, it's not going to make it, then go ahead and just cut your losses, dude. There's no reason for you to go ahead and just keep it until that date, and then you eating more of a loss than that at that time. But the way that the theta works is that, so the way that you want to look at this is that this is going to lose about 8 cents per contract as far as right now per day. You could also go in like, I don't know if you use the optioncalculator.com. So you could come over here to the optioncalculator.com, and this is purely like to give you an idea, bro. So this isn't necessarily rocket science 100% where it's going to be true, but you put your ticker symbol, and then you select your option. So you're going to come over here to September 18th is what we're looking at. And then you said 90 calls. So 90 calls right here. Those are the contracts you want. There's one, right? So we'll do one. And that looks good. And so then what we're going to do is, we're going to do it like that. And you get this graph right here. And then this basically tells you the date. So the date up until the expiration, right? So which will be the 18th, and then also the price here on the left. So that you could see the faster it gets to being above in the money, and the more above the money, the more money you're gonna make. So like on this right here, the most you stand to make is if by August 10th, which is tomorrow, it goes up to $94. Then you're gonna make 106%, which is like 400 and I can't see it, dude. $458, I think, or 476 or something like that is what you stand to making per contract. And you could see that the theta, right? So the theta, the further that you go to being towards the expiration, the faster that this incline starts going up, where it's starting to eat at your profit. So if you're not making profit and it's going into your, if it's eating into your profit and it's not going in the direction that you want, just get out, dude. I don't like playing the options like that, like swinging them for that reason, because it just doesn't make sense. So you want to have a good delta and a good theta on them, and something that isn't too far out the money out them. So the one thing that happened is for Peloton. So for Peloton, I had like this is actually a good example, but the if you come. So I actually had some some Peloton back here. I was trying to get in right here for it to do what it did right here. I was trying to get in right here, but then the whole coronavirus thing happened and it shit on my parade and all this happened, right? I actually had to let those Peloton contracts expire worthless because there wasn't any liquidity for me to be able to get out of the trade. And the thing was I was hoping for it to get to $50. So I was down here at like $30, hoping for it to get to 50, right? And it was too far out the money, right? So my lesson in the way that when I did that was to be a little bit more conservative with my profit target goal. So what I would have been better doing was getting something like 35 or so, and even just on this upside, I would have made a little bit of money than having such a far um, out the money type strike price in order for it to move up. So like for you, I know that you got 90 calls or whatever, right? And right now we're like at 84. Dude, even 2, 3, 4 strike prices out, dude, like, would have been better. And then allow it to get in that money, right? You'll allow it to get in that money and then just stay there, and your delta is going to be a lot better. The theta isn't going to affect you, and you're going to, you have a better chance for it to, the closer it gets to expiration, the way that it acts for you. So sometimes we get a little overzealous saying, okay, like I'm going to put a strike price way up here when you could have it a little bit lower. And then once it crosses in the money, then just roll it over, just sell those contracts and roll it over to the next one, et cetera, et cetera. Use my link for Flowago 2 weeks ago. Best investment ever. Dude, it is, bro. It is. I really like Flowago. I really think that you should be able to pay. You really should be able to pay your membership for Flowago on your first trade if you're using it right. So, does that make sense there, Mr. Rye, for your theta explanation? Disney 814 calls 135. Honestly, I really like that, to be honest, if I'm thinking about it right. Yeah, I really like that for this week, dude. I like that. Depending on where you got into, though. But yeah, I like that. The line, this is called a T3 line. If you're talking about this line right here, that's green right here, and then it goes, or excuse me, red right here, and then it goes green, that's a T3 line. Cool, guys. Last minute questions, anything. Gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Take a quick look at the futures here real quick while you guys come up. We're kind of curling back up. We actually dipped kind of low here, 333, and then see what happens. See if we could get above the open price. Yeah, this is the T3 line here. So this custom coded moving average. Flow algo training someday. What do you mean? Like what? What do you mean, Clay? Like what do you want to learn to do on the flow algo? No, not that I'm aware of it. I don't think you could add entry and exit errors on flow algo. One of my guys in the room actually figured out how to put entries and exits on Thinkorswim, which is actually really cool, but not on flow algo. All right, guys. Everyday trading. Have you seen the video where I made a YouTube video? It's called How to Use Flow Algo, and it outlines how I use it, bro. I'm not so some people look at things like just like one sweep and they want to take a trade on it. That's not how I use it. But yeah, I think we kind of talked about that last week on the STOCKcast, and then there's a video on YouTube. It's called How to Use Flow Algo, and it explains how I use it. Cool, guys. I appreciate you guys being here on your Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna get some work done, and then I think I'm gonna go take a ride on the bike. Like that's what I've been wanting to do. I haven't been able to do that, so we'll catch you guys at the open tomorrow. We also, for you guys that are new, just catching the stream today, we trade live. We trade live every Friday here on YouTube. If you want to come join in, you get to be like an honorary member for the day of my room, and we'll trade live. I'll make call outs and make a pre-market plan before they're open. things like that. And then, oh, the other thing is like I said, the membership is only going to be the trial till the end of the week as well. So you're only going to be able to sign up for the trial towards the end of the week, and then after that, everything is going to go back because this whole trying to keep track of everyone going in and out of the room and what they're doing is just absolutely nuts, dude. So I only want dedicated people that want to take their trading seriously, not people that I hear like, oh, there's no alerts here, see you later. Like, so that'll be good until next Stockcast. If you want to join up for the free trial as well, then it's $50 after that. Okay. Also, as part of that, the annual membership is discounted at $224 as well, and you get a 3-day trial with that. So if you want to join up for the annual, which, dude, $224 divided by 12, it comes out to like $18 a month, dude. Like, I mean, bro, don't go to McDonald's for, once a month and you can, learn how to trade. Come on now. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. You guys take it easy and have a great rest of your weekend, all right? Later.